Alright, so...
Which is not to remotely disparage Karen Strassman. She's a great actress, I just don't like Soy Phone as a character. I'm sorry, Suifang.
Wasn't that one Soy Long or something?
No, not quite.
I swore one was roughly like that.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, with Soul Slayers, nothing's really out of the question for fan subs.
No, not really.
There he is.
So this
in all
boy,
his glory.
his weird blade beams, energy cages, and giant fuck off beams.
His X scissor attack.
Yes.
Sealed away in a place where neither
Now we can get full Spanish.
darkness exists. I waited to exact my revenge.
Fake news. There's clearly light in here.
The grudge I held against
He
those
lives
who
inside the
made
Silent Hill fog.
entire being. The passing of the
Oh wait, that
centuries
doesn't exist anymore.
fueled my burning desire to avenge myself. And so, locked deep in that dark place,
Is this something akin to Cars Stopped Thinking?
No, somehow he was able to keep his mind active for the whole time, but considering how long Soul Reapers can live typically, not too surprising.
It's okay. To keep himself active, he just has to count for 3 billion
Oh,
seconds.
he did go the old method.
after I first
Yes.
acquired this great power,
Because he kind of precedes Aizen.
By a lot, yeah.
Yes.
My quest then was nothing.
Where
less
are you right
than the
now?
destruction of all the foolish Soul Reapers.
Actually, all things considered, he does look pretty decent under the actual PRO art style.
Yeah.
He doesn't look bad.
No.
Mask Whip notwithstanding.
I just hate the way it curves upwards when it's clearly not designed to be like. Because literally his design is an exact hybrid of Rimjow and Ulquiorra's, and that was kind of the point, but neither of their masks would ever do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you're getting that from.
Eons passed there. Then something changed. I felt a weakening of the seal and knew that my time had
And
come
then
at
some
last.
dumbass broke it.
It was the shards from
Right.
the thing they called the Sokyoku. Using their enormous spirit energy, I broke the seal and was exposed to the outside world for the first time in 1,000 years.
All things considered, you could have made it like a 6-episode like filler thing if you want to.
Spirit energy
Yeah.
of the shards, and I'm more powerful
Really, it's a.
than ever
People were
before.
expecting for the longest time that this
Time has
would
come
actually
for
end
me
up
to take
becoming
my
a filler
revenge on
arc
the cursed soul
someday,
reapers,
since this
and
came
every
out when
drop of
Soul Society was
humiliation
coming out, I
and
think.
suffering I
Or no, when the Bound arc was
I shall
coming out.
surely make them
Imagine some shit it'd be if we end up if something does come with a Bleach 2020 project and the anime restarts and then we actually do get a filler arc for this. We'll be like, oh, we've already played the game twice already. For YouTube, no less.
That face. It couldn't be.
Meyer, you have no idea who this man is.
Who are you?
Sure, he does. He studies Quincy's after all. He knows what everyone in every universe is.
Yeah.
I can hug.
He just carries a. Mayuri just carries a picture on him of everyone he's ever tortured to death and killed.
Does he?
When he meets up with Uryu, he just happens to have a picture in his pocket of Soken Ishida's corpse that he mangled
Jesus
for the
Christ.
For the autopsy. You don't remember that?
No, not really, actually. It's been a long time since I've seen that fight.
Into my research.
It's sitting up there.
To my heart's
I've been trying to find time to sit down with Taylor to watch Bleach.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare of a process.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't
Considering you still have to finish showing her Fate, and you were trying to show her Kai.
fact, I'm already
And JoJo.
sick of this.
And I don't envy you.
I don't envy her schedule.
Because you're also trying to watch things on your own time, too.
Anyway, so I before we lose him forever, I love Mayuri's dub voice.
Yes.
Since it's never really shown in Shatterblade, and I don't think we'll ever hear it from here on out unless we play the DS games. It's magically in there.
Yeah, he's probably a character in the DS game.
Probably. That's a unique running animation, actually. He has like those sounds on his footsteps.
Yes.
Okay, so that is that.
That's his side, I believe.
think
His
so.
vertical B is going to be the cross chop, and his stab B is going to be his small special. And if you do your small special, you can still charge that attack.
Cool. Let's see. I remember he has like one really, some really dumb moves. Let me see if I can't track him down. Nope. That's okay.
He kick.
I caught him with the activation frames of that. All right. I didn't even think that was possible, but all right.
I think he pushed himself into that because that attack jumps backwards.
Right.
And that was when the attack activated. If he stayed in the center, he would have had a second to escape.
It was just a soul reaper, of no more concern to me than a mosquito or a fly.
I mean, he's generally regarded as one of the weaker captains, yes.
Yeah, I can believe that. Even despite the fight he put up against the fucking left hand, but yeah.
He lost to a Quincy. The first time.
Yes, the first time.
The very first time, not the second time. And not the third time either.
None may exist who are stronger than me.
Honestly, I'm just surprised that Mayuri didn't, like, after his first fight against Uryu, just come up with, like, some Quincy poison or some shit.
That's what hollows are. They're poisonous to Quincy's, that's why they kill them rather than reincarnating them.
Yeah.
Which is what a Zanpakuto normally does.
There's that move.
Yes, that's the special.
Also, Kira, hi. This is the first time we've seen you in this game. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, he just has a full-length special on his regular moveset.
Yep.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Okay.
So yeah, he's probably definitely up there in the top tiers. Not that that really means much of anything for a game like this.
No, not really. If you actually like button inputs, it might be me a little more something.
Kira also has one too, funny enough.
Wait, did you just hit me with like a fucking gravity sword or something? What the hell?
Yes. Yes, the sword is gravity, that's what it does.
No, not that. Like, there was like some energy thing that came out of it.
Yes. It's funny that you would end up fighting Kira because Kira also has a special on his regular moveset also.
Huh. Let's see. Well, it wasn't what I was looking for. Ooh, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that.
Yeah, I had no idea where that came from, but it good.
Yeah, it's just weird that all of us... Jeez, Kira could fucking use that way sooner in order to do a lot of shit in this series. Just gravity well. Oh, okay. Instead of just only affecting swords when they get struck.
The Quincy being the final arc really does put things in perspective, because the Quincy's are all German-like, but we also had Germans in filler. The Bounce were all German too, and the Bounce, one of Giancari's plots was that he needed Uryu for something or other to break into Soul Society, but I don't remember what it was. But he took Uryu hostage for a little while, so that was a thing that happened. Oh yes, and also in the Bounce arc, Uryu found another glove that if he just shoots arrows at a waterfall for like a week, it'll let him fight again temporarily, but with nowhere near his actual power.
Huh.
So that was a fun thing that the Bounce arc did. He let him fight for a little while.
That's cool.
He didn't get... Yes. He did beat one of the Bounce. Her name was Yoshi.
Come on.
The Bounce arc was funny because they had a character named Yoshi and a character named Yoshino in the same group.
I didn't even know. Oh, damn.
That seems like poor planning.
Probably. Nah, it's either perfect planning. Let's see. So you don't have a like full dedicated projectiles though. Like that's the closest I have. There's a cage, but
Yeah.
I mean, range is a bit limited on that guy.
Yeah, but it gets the job done for what you need primarily. And not that many characters have projectiles, actually.
Come on.
So for just being a long-range melee character, he's one of the best.
Probably. He definitely has way above average reach, obviously, between the energy swords and like that one downwards projectile he has. So that's cool.
And you haven't even need to go into
Nope.
Phoenix once yet. Yes, I know.
No, I'm just reminding myself of the fact that I can't actually play this game if I'm not Arturo.
It's a strange feeling, I know.
There we go.
Foolish Soul Reaper. Don't bother begging forgiveness.
I'll try to do his awakening at some point. Keyword being try.
I think the more imperative would be trying to use his ultimate, because it's one of the timeout ones.
Yeah, that would. I mean, we've already seen it before, but it would be interesting to see how much damage it can do.
Yes, fully charged.
I'm gonna cut you into pieces.
Toshiro's probably not gonna give me a chance, though. Ugh.
This kid has no chill.
Ironic considering his. Oop, wait. Actually, wait. This might be to my benefit.
Pardon?
Okay. So if I'm getting meter from both charging and getting hit, really stands as a reason to just let myself be hit, pretty much. I know, crazy.
This is true, but the thing is, you don't get as much meter as you did from that when you were Hanataro. Hanataro had a gimmick about that.
Yeah.
His, I believe, is stab.
Okay.
Yep, you keep going.
A good amount.
That's about 40%.
Go for it again. Ooh, bad choice. There's definitely like a hit threshold. Like I think it was more like maybe a few hits before it kicks off.
I think it's 2, and the third one is the one that'll crack your barrier.
Yeah.
Foolish Soul Reaper. Don't bother begging forgiveness.
His is probably the easiest to land. Second would be
Byakuya's is ridiculously hard to land.
Byakuya's would be the second, and the hardest is easily Aizen's.
I didn't realize Aizen had it. It's a black coffin.
It's Black Coffin. It takes like 5 full seconds, at least.
Spirit energy is the only good thing about you, boy. Despite that, you're still a low-ranked Soul Reaper without even any squad insignia.
He's
he
not
doesn't
even really a Soul Reaper.
Right, that's a new concept.
Yes.
To Arturo.
That was Ginjo that kind of invented that little rank.
Yeah.
Soul Reapers must have fallen on hard times.
Do you think the backstory was wasted on Ginjo, considering they don't really do anything with it?
More so because they don't really do anything else with them, like going forward.
What?
Nah, it was just some weird glitching on the screen for a second.
I was beginning to get bored.
Can't wait to see that after the fact.
Like there, right there. See?
Oh yeah. Huh.
It might be interesting.
It's showing up in the capture too. I'm hoping it's not the wires or anything.
Just for
It shouldn't be. That might just be the Oh, it's gone. Yeah, okay, that was the game.
Okay, that was strange.
Because it's not doing that on any of the other screens. I think this is the first time we've been in this stage at night.
No, we've been here before.
At night?
Yeah.
Alright.
It was either a cutscene or one of the wires needs some readjusting. But either way, video's still being maintained, so that's good.
Doesn't seem to be any problems right now.
Wait, do I really just have toe taps for one of my fucking moves? Hold on. This is great.
You're using your normals a lot more with him than anyone else prior.
Well, I mean, I can.
I suppose that's true.
Also, I can combo into stuff too, so it's even better.
This is also true.
Fucking hit me with all that shit, why don't you? I love how fast he's saying get to go Tensho.
Yes, good to show. So I haven't been paying much attention. Does he have 2 swords on his belt? Or just one?
Arturo?
Yeah.
I think it's just the one. Oh shit.
Right, it's because he doesn't use it, that's why it's weird that it's still down there.
This'll be fun. Maybe. Oh, that's got limited range.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna land that. This will kill.
It should. Yeah. Yeah.
If I was closer and he hit me with that his ultimate, that might actually sucks a little bit, but nah, not really.
Yep. Do you know what his name means in English?
Nope.
Do you know his full name? What his full name is?
I've seen the last name, but I don't remember offhand.
One of the other things from being dumb in middle school was that no one knew how to pronounce that, so they would just call him Astro Potato. I was friends with some really stupid kids.
Very existence is repugnant.
My.
Calling Yumi-Chico repugnant. Now that's got something that's gonna go underneath the skin.
This planet is repugnant.
Let's see. Come on. Damn, that's oddly difficult to hit. Or I can just toss out and just win trades immediately, and now I'm paralyzed. I would just like the secretly same character.
Yeah, sort of, yes. Ukitake has one of those too. Because his release command is...
Right, it's the water orb he drops. Yeah.
Yes. All lightning become my blade, all water become my shield. So he has water and lightning in the same attack. And so he drops a little puddle of water and then it starts zapping them with lightning.
There we go. Yeah, AI is very bad about reacting to the ultimate, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Does raising the difficulty or lowering it on the option select affect the difficulty at all in story mode?
I don't think so. But if we were one story behind, I'd be curious to try it.
Yeah.
It's a little late for that now, though.
Just a bit. I think... Okay, last one... This one might be the 7th one, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm not walking into this blind anymore. I already know that the last boss is going to be Yamamoto.
Yes. Okay, so this is the 6th then.
I know it's 6.
Because you're still supposed to get dialogue on the 7th.
Oh, okay.
You get dialogue on the 7th, and then you win, and then comes the portrait when the 8th is about to start.
Makes sense.
So the final one might be Byakuya, or the 7th might be Byakuya.
Mixing and matching.
So long as you're having fun.
I mean, if I'm taking off like a third of his health bar, like just with one of these, I'm not complaining too much about it. Nice
What?
guard. I don't even know what talent just did there, really.
He has a projectile.
No, me.
Oh.
No, me. I get chat as a projectile. I just didn't expect like that weird kick animation to come out when I was just doing something. There we go. God, those launches have like no startup or like such short startup frames. It's great. Just like do you attack? Oh, it's out. Okay. Phew. So, 7th one maybe.
Should be.
Cone should not have veins on that stuffed doll face.
No.
That's just terrible.
Do you know what cone stands for?
Nope.
The answer is that is a trick question.
Will do for your grave, won't it?
Was that the 5th?
Oh dear. Looks like
Would you like to know both answers?
Sure, why not?
The first is King of New York.
Cone, really?
K-O-N, King of New. And I guess York is just there too. But it's also short. It's shorthand for Mod Cone Paku, as in Modified Soul.
Right, that one.
And I believe I actually mentioned this during Genso Skydrift, because there was a bit where you played as Yomu, and Yomu's last name is also Konpaku, so her last name is Soul.
Huh. I think you might have.
With my propensity for random worthless trivia, it would be an error on my part to not mention it.
I feel like you definitely mentioned that at some point in time. Speaking of which, I have more Toho games that I need to be practicing in the meantime.
Boy, howdy.
Like a grand total of 3 I could be doing right now. Which is one fighting game, Gentoku Defenders, and
Yes.
the actual like shooting game on PS4.
Fighting game.
Sky Arena.
Yeah.
I need to figure out if that actually has a story mode, though. I actually need to pop it in general. This should be the 7th.
That's far enough,
Yeah.
Arturo Plateado.
She got that right.
Nailed it.
So yeah, that name is Spanish, not Japanese, like actual Spanish. It translates to Arthur Silver.
By the Central 46.
Accurate.
So what of it? There is no one who can stop me.
Toho Lunar Knights is coming to Switch. That's a Metroidvania where you play as Sakuya.
Oh, that one, yeah. The one looks marginally difficult, too.
It's all 8-bit like. And they announced it was coming back in like September, but we're in February and we haven't heard anything about it. Also, there's the Toho Bubble Bobble game that just came out in Japan on the Switch for like $60
Wow, okay.
that I want to come to America even at that price because I would totally spend top dollar for a Toho puzzle game, which is actually funnier than you think because it's being published by Taito. Do you know what Taito is?
I feel like I should.
Taito is an old game company that I'm actually surprised still exists, that mostly published games on the NES and SNES. And they created the original Bubble Bobble.
Huh.
For the past however many years, while Zune was making Toho, he was actually an employee of Taito.
Damn.
So this game...
How's that for crossovers?
So this game that is not being made by Zune, but is a tribute to the most famous game by the company he works for, is being published by that same company.
It's amazing how we just kind of go full circle with that.
Yeah, that's about how you would say it, full circle.
Yeah. There we go. So I think I just noticed something.
Yeah?
I think you can do armor moves if your opponent's going just for light attacks.
Yes.
That's really handy to know, actually.
Yeah, their lights don't go through anything.
Well then.
Yes.
Soul Reapers.
You could tell me this portrait was exactly made for the DS and I would
Seems
believe
every
you.
one of them has run away and hidden, too frightened to face my overwhelming power.
And yet you didn't fight Byakuya or Kenpachi once.
Prepare yourself.
There he is.
Yep.
Who is it that still dares to defy me?
You're about to find out.
My face, Arturo. All things of this world turn to ashes.
Actually, I don't think he'd barely recognize his face.
Then Yamamoto.
Considering what it looked like when he fought Walk.
It has been 2,000 years indeed.
Yep.
Also, those eyebrows of steel in that last image.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure your evil never darkens this place again.
Okay.
I didn't think that you were still alive. Head Captain Yamamoto.
It's okay, just give it another 2 years, he'll be dead.
Probably.
Many Soul Reapers lost their lives. Now they will return. Still more have become your victims. There can be no
I do like how you actually do have the scars modeled on him. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. Even with his fucked up shoulders.
Yeah.
Because they dared to defy me. I show no mercy to those who refuse to kneel before me.
You know, in theory, there's not much difference between Yamamoto and Arturo.
I will
No.
see that you pay the ultimate price by the flames of the Ryujin Jaka. Burn!
Do you think you can defeat
That
me
pronunciation is just
when I hold the power
great.
of the Sokyoku?
You can tell this was definitely done for a game and they didn't care.
Yeah.
Carve into your body.
Modern DBZ games, is that you?
Damian Clark basically recording his lines while he's out to lunch. Damian Clark recording his lines while he's out drinking at the bar. Alright,
At this point, recording while he's out swimming.
yeah. So, Yamamoto. First time we fought him, so I have no idea how this matchup's gonna go.
He long range, he widespread fire, and he hurt a lot.
Those were my initial impressions. Also, I love how you didn't get his full fucking name up there.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first. There's an attack he'll try to do where he creates a big diamond of fire.
Probably good to stay away from that.
Yes, it's very big.
God, I'm just relishing the idea we might soon get to see his Bankai animated.
And not Fanimated either.
No, definitely not.
Cheers, Retro Rhino. You're no longer necessary. And I don't say that, and I don't say that to be mean, but there might be someone here to do your job.
I just collided with his fucking with his ultimate activation. I won.
I would almost say that you probably should let him do it since we're never going to see it ever again anyway.
Damn it.
It doesn't matter.
Actually, it's not true. I did want to go out to training mode really fast to see if I can showcase a couple of things.
Alright.
Because I did want to see Aizen's Black Coffin activation.
Right. And the other two characters that we'll never get to see again.
In before. I'm vanishing! I'm vanishing!
That we also... Yeah, we're going to be here for probably about another 30 minutes. We still got to run through the gallery, too.
So, Arturo, have you ever heard of this thing called the Hogyoku?
The what?
Exactly. Somewhat decently drawn?
And the human world. There's no
Oh no, I get it. He's activating Sasuke Susanoo.
That means there's
Boy.
no longer anyone who can stop me. When I've killed all the Soul Reapers, all the Hollows will obey me. And all the human spirits will be mine!
Okay.
Yeah, I hope you don't have to. I hope you've never heard of a thing called the Zero Squad. Because you don't have ability negation like Hawk does. So, yeah, a certain man named Ichibe is going to be walking all over you.
Just leave it there since it's the last one.
Yeah, I was going to. And also, keeping an eye out for if Chad is in fact not in here for some bizarre reason.
Not
Wait,
seeing any, what?
Sasori Yamamoto, Bob Johnson.
That's not a Right, okay, so they're using aliases.
Okay.
Like seeing the names...
Steve Cannon.
Yeah, Steve Cannon.
What the fuck? Okay, this wasn't fucking Union at the time? I thought it was.
Bleach was never Union.
Oh, okay. So, would that mean Steve Staley has always gone under an alias when credited for Bleach?
No.
So what the hell?
Games is a different affair. Games have different rules within the Union.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the specifics.
Game development assistance polygon magic. There was certainly magic happening with these polygons in some sections, I'll tell you that. So, overall, yeah, that was indeed Bleach Shatterblade.
This game is a trip. If you can get the game for less than $15, I say definitely pick it up. It's fun for what it is, and you can have fun screwing around with your friends.
It's an alright game. I've had more fun personally with versus Crusade and Soul Resurrection, but for this thing, the Ascent probably being one of the very first fighting games on the Wii. Now I think about it,
Yes.
it could be worse.
It might be the first, actually.
And also being like one of the very few dub jobs for games that Bleach has gotten, I'll take that for that as well.
Both console games. Hey, why aren't you guys gonna localize the Heat the Soul games? What's a PSP?
Oof.
There's great money to be made by dubbing Brave Souls. I would never turn it off.
Nope. It's sold well enough, it's done well enough that it probably would too.
It's apparently one of K-Lab's most profitable games, which is hysterical considering they have Love Live and Bang Dream.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's just because the game's just done that well overall, so that's pretty cool.
It's almost like people like Bleach or something.
No kidding. The West doesn't buy Bleach, the West doesn't buy Gundam either. Someone fire everyone's marketing departments.